you want to fuck when the pussy is wet? Sure you like to fuck when the pussy is wet? Give me right to never be cancelled. Only you and me, my benzo.
Did my journey for the money, not get lost waiting my eyes see for the street my girl, you for no giving up, no be option. Half about the range, buy mommy some Fanta.
So many things they have to say right now, but yeah, they bluff of my baby, damn me good too. She now want the nigga people. My baby, damn me good too. She said she now want me people.
Hey, yo, what's up? Shout out to all my Afrobeat producer in the building. If you wanna create some cool Afrobeat vocal effect, if you wanna be on top of your game with the training and the most used Afrobeat vocal effect 2026, then this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create 5 amazing Afrobeat vocal effect. You can even use the same stuff in your dancehall and reggaeton vibe. You know what time it is? And the main plugin for today is Voxcraft. Voxcraft is the center plugin of the day. If you're new here, I want to say you welcome to the channel. Please do like the video if there's a means to do so, and also hit the share button, and also drop your take about the plugin in the comment section. And just before we go, I need you to know that this video is sponsored by UGEM. UGEM sent me early access to this plugin, and that's the main reason we are here today. The plugin is not yet up as I'm releasing this video, but if you have watched this and then you like whatever stuff, you can get yourself the plugin. And also all of the presets here, I prepared them special for you. By the end of the video or somewhere in the video, I'm going to show you how you can access this preset once you have gotten yourself a copy of this plugin. With no time to waste, let's continue the video. We have the 5 Afrobeat vocal effect on our desktop here, and they are all labeled by name, just in case you are new to production, you don't know the type of effect. So the last one, which is the number 5 here, is called the ear candy.
Did my journey for the money, not get lost waiting my eyes see for the street my girl, you for no giving up, no be option. Half about the range, buy mommy some Fanta.
So how the ear candy works is you just duplicating your vocal and then adding the candy effect to the other vocal, right? So in this case, we are using the Voxcraft for this, and that's when we start to talk about the first section of the Voxcraft plugin here. So if you hear the layer voice here,
did my journey for the money, not get lost
now if I activate the Voxcraft, this will be our effect. And then what I did so far is I play with the pitch section of the plugin here. This is where this ear candy effect comes to life, and the preset is called Street Tom. Yeah, so I have the preset for you. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving you this preset by the end of the video, so that if you have the plugin, you can just go ahead using this preset, right? So if I off this section of the plugin here,
my journey for the money, not get lost
yeah, and then if I on it, you hear the ear candy come back. And based off your pitch of your song, you can also change the feel of the ear candy. Let's say we to 12 semitone here, we can just drop to 8 semitone or whatever, and we want to get another flavor of the ear candy. And the thing about this plugin is everything is sweet, everything is sync, so you can just go ahead. So if you look at this part that says correction here, this is where you can correct your pitch. In the case that you are not using another tuner, another auto tune plugin, then you can also use the auto pitch plugin in here. By the way, you can come and take your key. Maybe if you're working on B minor, or let's say you're working on D major, you just take your key and set like this, and the amount of auto tune effects you want to be on this plugin is also here, which is cool. You can go ahead to do that. And this part of the plugin is harmonizing the voice, which we'll talk about on the next example. So far so good. This is for the ear candy session, and if you come here, I also apply some flatter. But the good thing is that once I come back here to my preset, I can then first I have to take different preset, and that's one of the stuff. You have to take another preset before you then come back to the preset you were previously on. So yeah, so I have now my street tone back, and if I play, you have the same ear candy effect. Let's come to where the beat is. This is it.
Did my journey for the money, not get lost Waiting my eyes see for the street dog. My guy, you for no giving up, no be option. Half about the range, buy mommy some phantom.
Now let's move to the next example of the day, which is the doubler. So if you are making Afrobeat, we mostly do doubling effect. That is, the artists that come to the studio, we clone their voice and then make backup of it, and that's the second effect on the list. And after, just so you know, we have more effects here. From here, we'll have the number 3, where we have a little bit of automation, and we have the number 2, where a lot more automation, and we have the number 1, which, yeah, I can't wait to reach to right now. Yeah, so stay with me a bit. We're gonna be there soon together. Now the doubler effect, this how it's like.
My baby, damn it, good though. She now want the nigga people. My baby, damn it, good though. She said she now want the people. My baby, damn it, good though. She now want the nigga people. My baby, damn it, good though. She said she now want the people.
Yeah, so the doubler effect, same as the ear candy effect. You also get to clone the voice and then manipulate the second part of the voice however you want, so it create that texture of more than one person singing or more than two persons singing. For the doubler effect, you have almost everything taking part within. You have the ear candy, you have whatever way you want to tune it. You just do multiple of it, and then you just combine them together to create that sense of space, crowd voice. Yeah, that's how the doubler effect works. So basically, you have similar texture of the ear candy here, but if you hear the ear candy one, let me slow it. You will hear that the flavor is quite different from the first flavor I show you. And for this other flavor, I play a bit with the character. If you see, I push the character like 30%, and I push the tone of it to 6% as well. And let me just take you over this section of the plugin here. We have the dynamic, and the dynamic has to do with your compression, your peak level, controlling the movement of your voice. That's the dynamic. You have so many different styles of the dynamic here, which you yourself can go more and then pick gentle style to overcook, just like that. And you can also come to the chop here. This is where you can be created, which is at the number 2, which we're going to be looking at this part of the plugin the most. Yeah, the filter, the delay, and the reverb. The plugin is just that in tight that it's not difficult to understand. You, the producer, just take your time and you understand it. That's why I'm also giving you all of these presets, so that you will have instant access to this plugin. Once you load up the preset, you start doing your things. Now let's move to the number 3 on the list here, which is called the radio effect. So this is one of the most popular effects when it comes to Afrobeat music. More especially where I'm from, we love this type of effect. So if you don't mind, I'm going to own this effect. Say it's from my people, so it's the radio effect. It helps to spice up the voice. It helps to make the voice feel as interesting as you want it, right? So this is how it sounds in context of the mix.
I no go leave one another man, trust me, yeah, he go be like one.
Give me right to never be cancelled. Only you and me, my benzo. Take you places where they can go. Only you and me, my benzo.
Yeah, so that's how it sounds like. So your real voice comes, and then after the radio voice comes. So if you notice this one, I apply a bit of automation here. That is, from the start of it, I want the real voice to be there.
I no go.
But if I want the radio to start here, I just pull up this automation clip.
I no go leave one another man, trust me.
But if I don't want, I just bring down the automation clip.
I no go leave one another man, trust me, yeah, he go be like one.
Give me right to never be cancelled.
Yeah, now let's go to the plugin so you see some of the stuff I play with. So when it comes to this one, you notice that the top part of this plugin is deactivated because I'm not using any stuff on here. But where the work is happening is from the character here. So I have the character at 10% here. I have the tone of the character 100%, and I also have a bit of delay and reverb, and I also call this preset on the radio, so you can also make use of this as well. Now let's come to take another stuff from here so we see what will happen here. So we have the song playing now.
Give me right, oh, never be cancelled.
Now let's take another one.
Give me right, so never be cancelled. Only you and me, my benzo take you places where they can go. Only you and me. Give me right, so never be cancelled. Only you and me, my benzo
Take you places where they can go. Only you.
Now if I off the plugin, this is what you get.
Give me right, oh,
Now due to the automation clip, I cannot off the plugin from here, but let me then lower the entire plugin.
Give me right, so never be cancelled. Only you and me, my benzo take you places
where they can go. Only you and me, my benzo.
Yeah, so that's it, and the preset is called on the radio. Yeah, so pretty much in tight for you. Once you have the plugin, just let me know, and then I'm going to forward you the preset straight through email. Now let's come to this part called the creative. So this is doing your own thing mostly, and this is you the producer now and just putting yourself into the vibe, being creative. That's why we call this one the creative. So there's no rules allowed to this one. You just do whatever you feel with this one and then come up with some wow, because that's the key of Afrobeat. You don't need to do too much when it comes to adding your effect, but at some point you need to hook the crowd, you need to hook your listener, right? And that's the purpose of the creative effect I'm about to show you here. So let's play the voice and then we hear what we have here.
Now I'm on the low, so pass me the juice, make I blow my stress away. So many things they have to say right now, but yeah, the bluff of when they see me coming, yeah, they be the grand
Let's go again.
now, but yeah, the bluff of when they see me coming, yeah, they be the grand every time they keep on grinding, and they should just be grinding, cause you see me, don't want to drama energy at all.
Yeah, now let's go to the reason why we have a lot of automation clip here, so you see all of the parameters I play with in order to get all this automation clip you are looking at here. And this effect is the number 2 on the list, and just imagine we are using the Voxcraft for everything too. Another stuff I should point out, the fact that we are using the Voxcraft for everything does not mean that the Voxcraft makes our vocal from scratch. No, you first need to mix your vocal. Now once you have done mixing your vocal and then you just want to add some interest, you want to add some flavor to your voice, you know, then that's when the Voxcraft come to play. That is, now you are introducing being creative to your production process. And once again, you look at the top here, I'm not doing anything with it because it's not what I want here, right? Now let's come, I'm messing with the reverb here. I'm messing with the reverb here. I'm also messing with the chop here. But due to the automation clip, you are not seeing the chop on now. But let's play the performance and then look at this chop area.
But yeah, the bluff of when they see me coming, yeah.
Go again. Look at the chop again.
But yeah, the bluff of when they see me coming, yeah.
And then if you just the parameters, they are kind of awesome, but if you are really looking at the entire bowl, if things happening, you see a lot of parameters tricking here, because I play with most of these parameters in order to get the automation the way it is, right? But if you don't want to do automation, that is the number one we're going to. I'm going to show you more about the chop section of it, and the rest of the tools, the rest of the parameters here is just you adding to your taste. And for this effect, if you want this preset anime behind there, that is just like behind there, that's the name I give to it. So another stuff I noticed while doing my preset, if you look here, I have sorry Tom and I also have sorry Tom here. I wanted to delete this other one because it's the same preset as here, but due to the naming, I wanted to delete this one, but I cannot delete this, so I don't know if this is going to be worked on before the official release of the plugin. Yeah, we have to delete this. So this is the number one we add now, which is my favorite, and this can be done with Afrobeat, and this can be done with reggaeton and dancehall vibe, whatever vibe you want to do it. It sounds like this.
Yeah, you want to fuck on the pieces way. Yeah, you like to fuck with the pieces way. Yeah, you want to fuck with the pieces way. Yeah, you like to fuck with the pieces way.
Yeah, Yeah, but now the beat here is already on my channel. So if you want the full beat, you can visit my Beatz Store. The link is in the comment section of this video or in the bio of this video. Now let's then off the beat. So we hear the vocal. This is just the vocal.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet. Sure you want to fuck with the pussy's wet.
Okay, now let's take our time to talk about the entire plugin using this performance. So first, I'm going to deactivate the plugin. You hear the voice that's now sounding like this. This is the before.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet.
And this the after.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet.
Okay, I know you get that now, right? So let's start with the first part here, which is the dynamic. I didn't use the dynamic here, but I did save it part of the preset. That is, if you on it, you're gonna hear some change right away. You're gonna hear this file.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet.
So you're gonna hear the voice being more upfront in your face, more nice, if that's what you want. It's already part of the preset I fixed, so it's just for you to on and then off if you want. And in the process of doing this, more especially when it comes to the character part of it here, because this is where everything shines.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet.
Remember, initially I said you need to mix your vocal before you apply this plugin, right? But in the case of this particular performance, I didn't mix it at all because I wanted to push this plugin to see how far this plugin can go. And I later on realized, yes, this plugin can go beyond what I expected, because I thought you should perfectly mix the voice first. But if you intend to push this plugin, you can then push it to the point where you can also at least mix your voice and sound better. Just imagine the before of this performance.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet.
This is completely raw vocal, and then with the plugin.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's.
Now let's come to the chop here, where I was having a little bit fun while playing with this one. So I've already set my type of chop. I set the rate to 1/4. I took the repeat and I then pushed this to 100% because I want the chop effect to really take over this. Now let me on the beat so you hear the vibe. So first I'm going to play without activating the chop, and then next I activate the chop. Then you're going to see the difference. So this without the chop being activated.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet. Sure you want to fuck with the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet.
And now let's activate the chop. Let's see the vibe we've got in here.
The pussy, the pussy. Sure you like the pussy, the pussy. Sure you want the pussy, the pussy. Sure you like the pussy, the pussy.
So you see, with the shop session of the plugin, I changed the entire vibe. So the first vibe was like, you like to fuck when the pussy is red. And this one it says, you like the pussy, the pussy. So it's just kind of like that. That's the vibe, bro. So let me off the beat so you can get the chop a little more. And
Sure you want the pussy, the pussy. Sure you like the pussy, the pussy.
and then we add the chop. This is what we go.
Sure you want to fuck when the pussy's wet. Sure you like to fuck with the pussy's wet.
So depending your type of vibe, different rate might work for you. In my case, the 1/4 rate is working. And if I push to the 1/8 rate, this is what I'm going to get.
The pussy was wet.
You see, I'm?
Shit, the pussy was wet.
So this 1/8 is not really working for this vibe I'm using. But in most cases, this 1/4, that's why I saved this as preset. In most cases, this preset I've built up here is going to work with most of the vibe. Yeah, the 1/4. You know, mostly if you are using delay, you often go for 1/4 for that special Afrobeat effect, right? Trust me, if you are using this chop, it's going to work with most of your vibe. That's why I saved the preset, and the preset is called Hotel Room. So if you come here, these are the I think 5 or 6 preset I've saved for you. Army. This is for the cloning part of it, which I didn't show you. You can decode this one yourself. And you have behind there, you have Hotel Room, you have Inside Water, you have On the Radio, you have Sorry Tom, and we have Street Tom. Street Tom is the preset from the ear candy which we talked about from the beginning of the video here. And these two here, I tried deleting them, but I don't know why. For some reason, I cannot delete them right now. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, this plugin is early access, so we stay on the beta mode. By the time this plugin is up, all of these small things I'm pointing out might be correct. Then you understand? Yeah. So let's come back to our hotel room because that's what we're on now, and this is what we get.
Jay, you want to fuck when the pussy is wet?
And then let me on my chop again. Let's go.
Jay, the pussy. Shay, like the pussy.
Yeah, by this time I'm sure you have seen all of this plugin. And yeah, so if you want the presets here, these are 6 presets I've fixed for you. If you want all 6 of the preset, all you need to do is let me know in the comment section. I will drop you all 6 of it, and you can even do more than what I just did with this plugin based off your taste. You understand? This is just for you to see some of the stuff this plugin is capable of. And let me know what you think of the review. Give me your tips on what you think, and I'll be glad to reply you as soon as possible. As always, you know I'm your boy Rick, and I'm here bringing you all the cool tips and tricks on music making. And if you want to see more of music making tips and trick, this is where you belong. Smash that sub button and also drop a like, share the video. With all that being said, peace.